Hi everyone, thanks for coming in for a video. Thank you for joining me for a jewelry haul. These are items that I've picked up here and there. Most of them I just acquired this month and have just come my way from auctions and online hunting, thrift stores, and everywhere. So some of them I don't even remember where I got actually, because I'm just always treasure hunting, looking for jewelry. And if you like to look at jewelry, if you like to hunt for jewelry, I hope you take the time today to subscribe. The subscription button is on the right there in the corner, and it's always a free subscription. So let me see, where shall I start? Oh my goodness, so many things to show you today. Let me start down the middle, I guess. And I will start with this Zuni piece that I just picked up. I really love this one. This one has an interesting color of, I don't even think that's turquoise, honestly. It's really, really blue. I'm not sure what it is. I believe that's sugilite and onyx. And I hope the lighting is good today for us. It's a beautiful array there of colors. It's marked sterling, and it does have a, I think a pretty popular hallmark. I haven't actually looked it up yet. I have to look that up. I have not looked it up yet, but I think I've seen it before. So let me know what you know about it. And again, I'm not certain this is even turquoise. It's just a super royal blue almost, but I do like this. I really love it. It's probably 1.5 inches square, I believe. So that's a nice piece. And then here's a beautiful piece that I just got at an auction as well, and this is a somewhat of a, I think, Celtic cross. It does have peridot, it has blue topaz, and these accents are actually 18 karat. And there's an interesting mark on this one. At first I thought it might be a Bixby because she's big on those 18 karat gold accents, but I don't recognize this particular hallmark. And of course, that is mother of pearl. This is very heavy, very substantial. I think it says Indonesia on it, actually. And the mark is BA sterling. So let me know about this one. It came on a beautiful herringbone chain that I forgot to bring because I'm going to sell them separately. I don't think this one needs a herringbone chain. I think this would be perfect on a torque or even a black leather. I just love that. All right, more down the middle here. Here's another beautiful piece. This one, where did I get this? I believe I got this in a bag for about 99 cents. It was one of those mini bags from that thrift store that sells the little mini bags with 2 or 3 items. And I believe this is some kind of amber. It really has, it glows and it feels like amber. And this is some kind of inlay turquoise on that. And that appears to be, interesting. This appears to be brass, and this could be bronze. It's a very gold-like color more than brass, so I'm not too sure. I've had these kinds of pieces before. Back in the 70s, I had a few of these. I had a beautiful necklace, and it was interesting because it was all made of this, and it looks like it's not even set. It's just like some kind of mosaic. Let me know what you know about it, but I remember selling mine at a garage sale, believe it or not. At one of my mother's garage sales. I was young, and I had a collection of jewelry as I do now. I think I was about 17 years old, and I sold it to this lady who was in love with it and said that she called it Persian turquoise. And I've ever since then, every time I see this kind of turquoise work, I tend to refer to it as Persian turquoise, though we all know that turquoise is also mined in what is now Iran and then Persia. So Persia can also refer to the color and the type of turquoise, which is very similar to Sleeping Beauty, and it's also usually matrix free. But that is and that you still find that today in a lot of contemporary designs, Persian turquoise. But she referred to the style of Persian of this pendant as Persian turquoise. All right, then I got this one, and I won't be mentioning all the auctions that I got, but I do have to mention this one. This was from Cindy Loves Jewelry, and Cindy Loves Jewelry is a great auction channel here on YouTube, and I think she's almost at 1,000 subs, if not there. So please go show her some love, because I really love this little heart, guys. I know we've seen a lot of these kind of dichroic glass, and I brought this one just to show you, and for good measure, that we see a lot of these, and they often come in those little ribbon in those little ribbon necklaces or even by themselves. But I really like the way this one was actually constructed into a nice piece, and it's a beautiful puffy heart. So I got that from her, and I just love it. It's on a gunmetal as well. And she always has very unique things, and she truly does love jewelry. Cindy Loves Jewelry is the name of her channel. I also got this on her auction, and I adore this. This is so Betsey Johnson to me. I don't know why. It's not. I think it's actually someone just got really creative at home and made this gorgeous piece. But isn't that just the prettiest pink you've ever seen? All of that is shell. And then the acrylic beads, little pin set beads. And I just couldn't resist that. So this is the last thing I got from her auction a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I didn't show you my rings, but you've seen them 1,000 times. I'll show them again. This is a Betsey Johnson, a very vintage piece actually. And it is, you can tell from the back, it's already wearing through pretty badly. And it's got really beautiful setting of rhinestones. I showed that not too long ago. I also got this James Avery Love. Just got this one. Love this little pinky ring. It's just a simple band. I really like it though, and it's got a heart on the sides, and I love pinky rings. So we got ourselves another pinky ring, and nice thick sterling silver from James Avery there. Of course, my wrap rings, and I forgot to show you the thumb ring in my James Avery collection. This was one that came in the bags and the gifts from Maria. And that's a James Avery, I think that's called String of Hearts, if I'm not mistaken. This is an old ring. It's so funny because I have fallen in love with this ring again. It's really kind of tight. And I believe it is a blue topaz, but it is super heavy with sterling. And it reminds me of my dad's diamond ring. He had it set something like this, and it was about this size. And it was an oval cut as well. And I think I've showed it to you in a couple of collections. And every time I show it, I tell you it reminds me of one of my dad's diamond rings that I loved very, very much, and I wish had been mine. All right, back to the bracelet. So this was also a beautiful find from, again, Cindy Loves Jewelry. I love that. Then I got this ring. We're going down the middle now. I love this ring. This one is a Biwa Pearl. I thought it kind of looked brutalist because, I don't know, something about that design, but now it kind of looks a little bit Moroccan or something. I don't know. It's really cool. I believe it's Indian, if I'm not mistaken. It says 925 ATI ID. So I don't know if ID means India, but I do know that ATI is a new symbol we are seeing on a lot of jewelry, especially Mexican jewelry. And ATI is for international trade. Ever since NAFTA was kind of pretty much blown out of the water, countries no longer are required to put their origin on their items. So that's why nowadays on the latest Mexican sterling pieces and other things like that, you will see ATI. But I do love this piece, a biwa with two beautiful blue topaz, and I love the blue topaz. That is so pretty. I do like that setting. I think it's beautiful. So I got that, and it's a nice big size. It actually can fit on this thumb over here, but I've been wearing it a little bit there on my index finger. It's a beautiful piece. I love that. Here's another one that I really love, the bamboo on this. And they called this coral, but I am not sure what this is at all. But I fell in love with it regardless. I don't think it is coral, honestly. It does, I don't know. I just don't know. It's just such a beautiful setting, though. I don't really care what it is. And I'm really trying to find a lot of geometric things. I'm looking for a big square ring to wear in the middle there, and this one was kind of fitting the bill that night when I was as they call it, drunk shopping. No, I wasn't drunk though, but I do get drunk with retail therapy sometimes. So that's what I was doing, and I purchased this, and I love it so much. I got this little teeny tiny mini crown. I don't remember if I've showed it to you or not, but it was here on the tray, and I said, well, I'll show it anyway. I've never seen such a tiny little crown. Such a tiny little brooch. But I do have a thing for mini brooches. I may have to put it over here somewhere in the background. My little background's getting a lot of little brooches that are my favorite. This is a Mexican piece. It is sterling. I really like the little Western style motif on that. It's a hair barrette. It's just a hair barrette. It's got several marks, including the artisan name in the back. And I have not researched it yet. But it looks like it actually says Voce, V-O-C-E. on the back as well as sterling, and 925 Mexico. So that's just a really, I can't resist these little barrettes every time I see them come up at auctions. I rarely wear them. I used to have one that had turquoise and was really beautiful, but the findings are usually not sterling, so they kind of come apart sometimes, but I can't stop collecting these little pieces. I just think they're so darling, and they're kind of a little artifact. You know, people don't really wear barrettes and things like that anymore, but I love this piece, and maybe one day I'll turn it into a bracelet or something. I don't know, wouldn't that make a nice little bracelet? All right, then I got this amazing malachite. Now this is just on my James Avery torque right now. This is a hammered torque, and everything looks good on this torque. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece of malachite. Really made a wonderful cut on that cabochon, really highlighting that beautiful banding, quite a bit of color on that banding, including some darker greens and whites, and I just love it. And this one is, I think I did find the mark on this one, but it evades me right now. SE, yeah, I did find it, but I know I forgot it. I'll have to, when I sell it, if I sell it, I will remember and note it. Right now, though, it looks like it is just SE sterling on the back. If you guys know the mark, let me know, but I have a book on marks, and I will I think I already found it, actually. I just don't recall at the moment. If I can find it before the video goes up, I will insert it here. But that is there, and this is a beautiful piece. I love when they do personality on the setting. That makes such a difference. I was wearing this at my last auction. I don't know if you guys that are in my group noticed it, but that's the one I was wearing. And guys, if you are interested in anything I ever show in a haul, don't hesitate to email me. But I actually do hold a Facebook auction every Saturday, and it's quite easy to join the group over there. You just request to do so. Agree to the terms, which is basically not to spam and be nice and so forth. And that's every Saturday at 5 p.m. at Facebook. All right, then I got this. This is beautiful because it's a key ring. I have found several key rings that are sterling, and I keep them for a very long time before I finally part with them. I think they're so interesting when the entire thing is sterling. Now this one has the Aztec calendar in the back. It has probably a black onyx mask at the front there. And if I were to ever wear this, I would wear it just like this. I would not take it apart because I think the keyring is so charming. Again, another relic of the past. These days, people pretty much use their key rings for purse charms and things. But it's a nice, hefty piece, and I love the way they actually designed both sides of this in sterling. It's marked with the Eagle #1 mark on it, and that is a pre-83 mark. I believe after 1983, very early 80s, they stopped using the eagle mark. A lot of people call this mark a bell. I mean, I've heard it referred to as a phoenix, a bell. It's an eagle, and they do have different kinds of eagle marks. There are some that just do the face. That's it there at the top with the #1. But that's actually like a silhouette of an eagle is what that is. So I love that. That's a beautiful piece. Yeah. All right. Okay, wow, this came to my hands so quickly. I just couldn't even resist it. It's a vintage Betsey Johnson. At least that's what they told me. It's got I think it is. It really has a substantial feel of the vintage variety of Betsey. That's definitely got a different vibe to it. I'm not sure, though. You could let me know. This one does say Betsey Johnson in the back as well. And BJ in the front. I just love this. I like the chain within a chain. I think that's pretty cool. At first I thought it was a cord. I almost didn't buy it. But because I don't like the cords too much, even though I just love this. I think this is so, so cool. I think it's done very nicely. It's like a mother of pearl imitation here. I love the dimension on this. I think it's a great drop on it too. It's not too short. It's huge. It's as big as my hand. Look at that. And I just really like it. I think it's really pretty. Very fun, very summery. Just happiness. This is just, that's what her jewelry is. Just absolute happiness. Love that. Let me know what you know about it if you know. Oh, update on the, this is 60 grams, I believe it was. 58 grams. This is that sterling chain that I found in Maria's. The last of Maria's gift bags. with jewelry, and I adore it, guys. This is so smooth and beautiful, and I did polish that up. I don't know if I showed it to you already more than once. Forgive me. I just can't stop playing with this. It is so fun, and it is only 15 inches, so it is such a cool vibe. With, oh, is this marked there? Oh my God. Remember I said it looked like a Tiffany and Company? Let me see what this is. If this says Tiffany, I'm going to freak. Oh, I cannot believe it. Tiffany and Company on this link. Oh my God, Maria. Thank you so much. I had no idea. I'm glad I showed it to you 3 times. Wow, guys, look for the marks in the middle of the necklace. This is not the first time this has happened to me. I once found a 14 karat gold Italian, beautiful white, and I will link the video, beautiful white gold necklace that just looked like a fashion piece. It was huge links. And the mark was actually on the 3rd or 4th link in. So, wow, I am totally freaking out now. People have already asked me about this necklace, and it's a good thing I didn't sell it because I was thinking I need this necklace. Because I love short 15-inch necklaces, and they're hard to find. And now here I go and find this Tiffany, and I cannot tell you how freaking confident I am that this is a genuine Tiffany. When I first pulled it out, I told you it was smooth as butter, and it reminded me of a Tiffany because of those smooth links. Well, this confirms it. I wonder if it had any kind of a pendant or if this was ever sold individually. This thing is almost 60 grams. Oh my gosh. I can't even believe it, guys. That's unreal. Whoa. I am super happy about that now. Thank you so much, Maria. That's incredible. A lot of these pieces are incredible, but that one just floored me. Okay, now this is a beautiful piece I got from Makeup Zombie. Makeup Zombie, Miss Liz, has the most amazing jewelry. She never fails to bring amazing jewelry. But I don't know where or what or why I fell in love with it, but I love it. It is sterling silver, and it has, I think, 2 pieces of gold in here. This one I have already checked. It's marked 14K 925 on the findings. Side it says 14K, and on this side it says 925. So the mesh is 925. The other ones are blackened 925, and then it has a couple of, I think only 2 gold, maybe 2 gold beads. But it's just got a really cool vibe to it. I love the most secure hooks I've ever used. They just look so cool. And so that is one I picked up at her auction, rather sale on Sundays. That is the showcase sale on Sundays. And I love that necklace. Okay, here's another piece that just came to me recently, and I don't remember if I got this at an auction. I liked it because they referred to this, I think they even called it a squash blossom, and it is kind of a squash blossom style. It's really cute. It's got the tiniest little silver disc there, and all of these they're all faceted labradorite. Very dainty, very pretty. It's got movement. I love the bead. Almost like a liquid silver or a dash type of chain. So it's got movement, and it's really pretty. And I just love labradorite, especially when it comes in the non-blue colors. It's got a lot of personality even without the blue. And I do love the blue, of course, but that's a very nice one there. We will go with my beautiful ring. Oh, love this rainbow God ring. It is a 6.5, 6.25. So it's a little on the big side for my ring finger, tight on my middle finger. So I'm not sure if I will sell this ring or not, but that's how it fits on my middle finger. I can put it all the way back. I really can. I guess I'll leave it on. But that's it there on my middle finger. There it goes. So it fits about like that when you wear it on your middle finger, and that's really where I think where it should be. It's a comfortable ring. It fits my daughter perfectly. She loves it. She's not going to keep it, of course. If I just adore it. It's a great exemplary piece. I really have to say it's beautiful. The turquoise and the coral is amazing on it. They actually have 2 colors of mother of pearl in this one, and that is genuine coral. Mother of pearl turquoise. I like the variants in turquoise, with some of them having matrix, some of them without. So it's a beautiful unsigned piece. I'm dating at about 1970s. and just an amazing score. I found this serendipitously, without even expecting, without even looking for rings, and I found this at an auction. Just love this. Yeah, and if you wear it with the legs down, that's the longer part. So I really like that, the way that looks when you wear it, because it really goes all the way to the end of your fingers. But I really think it'll look great once I get it sized for my middle finger. I'm probably going to get it sized so it's not so tight. I really wear more of a 7. As you can see, I can get it in, but sometimes my fingers are so, I don't know, maybe they swelled up in the summer. But yeah, love that piece. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Unsigned, sterling silver, fully tested, and all of that. I love it so much. All right, let me share these earrings. We had a wedding today. I am so excited. I don't know if you remember my comment about these beautiful 80s earrings, because I have about 3 or 4 of them, and they are all unmarried, and they've come separately in jewelry jars. And I was saving these for the longest time, hoping to find the mate. Well, I finally saved one somewhere and saved the other one somewhere, and I said, wait a minute, I think I've seen these already. I think I have a marriage today. And finally they meet. These are wood. These are amazing. They're the perfect fuchsia. I don't know, I think they're about 4 inches long. Look at that, my entire hand. So I'm so excited to finally announce the wedding of these beautiful earrings, and they are not even heavy. They are a very lightweight wood, and I adore those. So very happy to get those married off. Now I have another Betsey piece, and I'm very leery of the Betsey pieces, guys, sometimes. I don't know if the brooch is amazing, and some of these are prong set and some are not. And it is a brooch pendant, but I do not have a mark on the brooch. So I'm not sure. I got this from someone who told me that it was a Betsey Johnson. I'm just very leery of some of these kinds of chains. They're highly faked, and this chain looks very thin to me and looks fake to me. So I'm not sure, but regardless, and this, see the difference between this one, these little new kind, or maybe they're just diffused the brand so much that it's changed quite a bit. So let me know what you know about Betsey, and does she even do very much in vintage brooches? I've seen a few, but I remember buying her things when they were at Macy's, places like that. They were just different. So I don't know if this is even a Betsey, but regardless, I love it as a pendant and a brooch. See how the gold is even different? I just now noticed how different it is under the lights. I mean, I could tell this was different. But I have a feeling this is not even a Betsey brooch. I could be wrong. Maybe she just put it on this chain. I don't know, but let me know what you know. Either way, I adore this brooch. I don't care if it's a Betsey or not. I don't like to be lied to, but you know that happens. And sometimes when you buy from people at garage sales and so forth, they'll tell you whatever. Here's another beautiful turquoise piece I got. This one, I love the variety of turquoise on it. It has all different colors and shades, even the ones that are kind of green already. They're beautiful, and I love this one in the middle. Has a lot of copper matrix on that. Really a nice piece. All right, then I got this one. I love these little hand-painted ones. I never see them in heart shapes. This one is from Russia, hand-painted in Russia. And I just love it. I think it's so different in a heart shape. Love this. I think it's cool. This was also in the bag at the thrift store. Believe this. I think I showed it to you in the ride along. It was only like, I guess they turned out to be about 70 cents each. So not bad at all. And then this one reminded me of some work that's done by Veronica Benali. It's not signed by her, but it reminded me of her work making jewelry since the 70s. I've seen some documentaries on her work, and she did a lot with Persian turquoise marked sterling. It doesn't have it's just got a 925 mark. It doesn't have her signature on it. And again, when she did start doing work like this, because she does a lot of inlay, it was more where she was already under contract with a company, kind of like Carolyn Pollock or whatnot. But this woman is Native American. I love these. I actually collect these. I usually have them just kind of open, but this one actually has a cover. So I think it's so different. It's a little loop, basically, so when you're out thrifting, you can see those marks. And I like it because you can't really tell that it's a magnifying glass or a loop right away until you open it up. This is a very, very nice piece. Love that. Then I found this peridot ring. I was going to give this to my daughter. My grandson's birthday is next month, and every time he gets a birthday present, so does she. So I was thinking of giving her this cute little peridot ring, sterling silver, at an auction as well. Here on YouTube, this is amazing. It is sterling. It's got that beautiful nail head design. All of it is sterling. It's all been tested, and I love this wheat chain, kind of a John Hardy look on that. Mark is again an ATI mark 925, and I think it says Thailand. Let me see, Indonesia. I believe this is a black onyx. I really like the dark patina on it. I love the bail on that as well. Very nice work. This is a heavy chain. Beautiful, beautiful chain. I adore it. Okay, the highlight of my week. And guys, I have received a lot of comments whenever I show ivory, whenever I show organic elements, and people say the same thing about coral and everything too. But I bought this piece. None of us knew that it was ivory. I suspected it might be because it is sterling, but I was not sure, and of course she did not know either. But I knew that Les Bernard did work in ivory, and in the 70s, up until the 80s actually, because I remember seeing an ad. I love to collect vintage magazines. I have quite an array of Vogue magazines from the 80s, and in them I saw recently some ads for Les Bernard jewelry, and there was a definite collection with ivory, and that's what this piece is. So this is a sterling silver. I believe it's capping there, and a huge, beautiful ring. And I fell in love with this ring. I didn't know if it was imitation ivory or what, because I love the look of it. I just love all of this white type of jewelry, white colored jewelry. But it is indeed the real thing, and I think this is a 7 or an 8, and I just love it. It's just a beautiful, modern-looking piece, probably from the 80s. And maybe even 70s, I'm not sure. It's just amazing. But like I said, I do receive a lot of hate about anything that has to do with the banning of this substance, and of course, rightly so. But these are vintage artifacts. These are no longer, I don't think there is any way you can relate these vintage pieces to what's happening today, and the awareness of what is happening today, and rightly so, and I definitely proponent of that. But that doesn't mean that I won't buy something that is an artifact. I won't buy something that, as I said, innocently didn't even know that it was actually the real thing, but it is. And this is a beautiful necklace too. Again, it is sterling accents. The beads are also sterling. The caps. It's just a beautiful piece. And I have bought imitation ivory as well from the 60s and 70s, and I love the look of it. I think it's just such an interesting note of history, and that's why I gravitate towards the look of it as well as the vintage designers. And this one is marked 925 in the back there, and just a long necklace. Beautiful piece. Again, we all have our opinions about environmental issues, and of course animal rights are at the forefront of my mind as well, but that has nothing to do with this necklace. And it has not today anyway, and a lot of people are still under the assumptions that you cannot sell ivory, but indeed you can. If you will look on eBay, you can see ivory. You will see it sometimes referred to as bovine ivory. You will see it referred to as vintage ivory, and usually you can tell the pieces that are vintage, so they leave them up. I don't really see them being yanked down for violating any laws or anything like that. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the collection. Let me know what you think about everything that I put in here. Wow, was that amazing about the it's so funny, but sometimes you're looking at these pieces and you see them better under the camera. So that was an absolute wonderful exclamation point to this haul that I was not even expecting. And I hope you enjoyed it. Please come back for more. I'm always hunting for jewelry. Let me know what you think about the fake or the real Betsey Johnsons, and what you have found. I know that a lot of people are fans and aficionados of Betsey's work, including Gina over at My Pink Bag, aka Gina, and she has mentioned before that almost everything you see online for Betsey is fake, and that's probably the case. Some of these were not bought online, but I still feel like proliferation of the fakes is just, it's sad. And I'm just glad that the brooch doesn't say Betsey on it, because I really don't even think the brooch belongs on here. But let me know your thoughts, guys. Thank you again. Please be sure and subscribe. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up on your way in or out, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.